What is up, guys? Welcome to Melbourne in Australia for the first round of the new career mode series coming to you on the channel on F1 2013. Hope you enjoyed that little intro there, rather than thinking, what the hell is this guy doing? Anyway, a little bit about the series. So it's going to be called Snailed It. What a beautiful name. And basically we're going to be driving in the Marussia of Max Chilton, trying to win, yes, you heard it, the World Drivers' Championship. In the heavy rain. That is the slight twist to this series. There are a few similar ones out there, but this is going to be really unique. I'm going to try my very hardest to do that. It's going to be replicating the 2014 calendar, except Brands Hatch is going to be on there instead of Austria, Estoril instead of Sochi, and we are going straight to Q1. Yes, you can see we've got a little snail in the left-hand corner. That's going to be a little shrine to turn to. And in Q1, this is actually our first flying lap. Yes, we go 7th in the session. Miracles are actually happening as we speak. And we actually got into Q2 very, very comfortably. I believe it was in 7th position. So now here we are in Q2. A lovely little corner cut there. And as we come around the final corner, we're actually going to get into Q3 here, guys. As we come onto the run to the line. Yes, we've done it. It's P5. That turns into P7, I believe, by the end of the session. And Sergio Perez goes fastest. This is such a mad series. We get in there in 7th place. And wow, we are into Q3. It's great. Look at that. I mean, take a screenshot of that. All you can see on that screen is a lovely little snail and Max Chilton 7th place. Here we are, flying lap, Q3. Let's do this thing, guys. Come on. As we actually don't even corner cut that first turn. End of the first set, we're only actually 5/10 down on Alonso's pole time. We are looking really nice. There's a lovely little corner cut there. And this is corner cut in heaven, but we don't actually scrape the bollard at all. Track extend, an absolute treat on the outside. And we come across the line for 5th place on the grid. Oh my word. This is absolutely fantastic. And Max is just like, yeah, chilling, baby. As we climb into the Marussia for the race now. This is absolutely fantastic, and what makes it even more difficult is that this Marussia in the heavy rain understeers more than a cruise liner. So we've gone to the aggressive fuel mix. It's actually recommending 0 stops, which I don't know how that is going to happen. The AI will probably find some OP way to nurse their tyres to the end. But we're probably going to be stopping about lap 7. And now we go out to the grid for the first race of Snailed It. Fernando Alonso is on pole. We've got ourselves in 5th position, and Jules Bianchi all the way down there in 21st. What are you doing, mate? And here we are with a beautiful helmet, and Chilton out-qualifying Button, so he's not even the last Brit on the grid. We've got 5 red lights, and away we go. We put it down into lean to minimise the wheel spin. We might as well be driving on snow for all that this Marussia has traction. Everybody else should be driving on snow to handicap themselves. Now we go around the outside. We missed about losing 3 positions there as I was blabbering on about something. And we've actually got Mark Webber up to 7th, and McLaren are working as a WWE tag team to try and keep me behind. And Mark Webber tries to lunge it down the inside, but he hasn't got the skill of Max Chilton. Obviously, as we nearly send Sergio Perez into a ballerina spin, but I tell you what, those 2 McLarens are working as a tag team, as I say. But we're still in 7th position. This would not be a disaster by any means, and we are so slow out of that corner, it's actually a joke. I'll probably be complaining to Charlie Whiting about that one, how we are actually so slow. But now as we actually take Jenson Button around the outside, what a beautiful move. We actually nearly crash into him. Chilton isn't used to overtaking people, so you may see a few messy manoeuvres, unless it's Guido van der Garde or whoever else is back there, Charles Peake and his teammate. But we've got Sergio Perez in our sights right now, and we're actually understeering so much. We're in his dirty air as well. I reckon they should actually remove the dirty air effect just for that Marussia, so it is actually dangerous. As we actually lunge it down the inside at the start of lap 2. Oh my god, what a beautiful move. I didn't actually notice the rate. It's actually a monsoon going on in the background that I didn't notice that we transitioned to lap 2. But we lunged it down the inside for P5, and now we've got 4 times world champion Sebastian Vettel just ahead of us in P4. So lap 3 comes about, and is that actually Vettel going slow? Oh my god, we are actually going to take him. I don't think he's actually got a front wing, as we miss it, like, not once, but we actually miss him twice, so we can't even see whether he's got a front wing. But we are, guys, up to P4. Yes, 4th position in this first episode. Could we even get a podium? Nico, oh my god, what has happened there? Nico Rosberg has braked about 300 metres before the corner, and we lose a tiny bit of the front wing, but we are lucky not to have been wiped out Martin Brundle style. Go and check that out, 1996 Martin Brundle, and then you'll know what I'm on about. Anyway, enough about that. We are back onto Max Chilton, and the steering wheel he is actually shaking. You can see, if you zoom in on that wheel, you can see him shaking. He does not know what to do in P3. We blocked Perez off a treat there. But lap 7, our tyres, they're okay, but they're never going to last 15 laps. And our front wing isn't either. Perez follows us into the pits. I was hoping that he'd stay out another lap so we'd be able to get the undercut on him. Because now we're going to have to change that front wing, and we are going to get out behind the McLaren. And I believe that, I think Mark Webber is probably coming as well. He was just behind Perez. We now slot into that Marussia pit box. And yes, guys, feel that pressure. They don't actually know what it's like to be under pressure in a pit stop. But I think Mark Webber has actually jumped Perez as well. So we've come out in a completely different order as what we came in. I'm just going to look to that little shrine of the snail on the left-hand side and just look for inspiration. Jules Bianchi has actually done me a beautiful favour there. He's got nothing to lose. He might as well just prang Sergio Perez. And if he actually does follow the same strategy as I was meant to, Bianchi isn't going to be stopping in this race. He's currently in P9. We could be having a double Marussia points finish here. This could actually be one of the best races for Marussia. No, not one of the best race Marussia have ever had. And this is episode 1. I mean, we're in P5 at the moment on lap 10. We've got Sergio Perez behind us. And he's actually dropped back a lot there. If you look at the map, I don't know what the hell has happened to him. But Perez actually pulled off over to the side, and it actually DNF'd. So now we've got Jules Bianchi in 6th position, who is holding up the guys behind so nicely. And this P5, as we nearly dump it in the wall, I don't know, Lewis Hamilton style, we're actually -1 on fuel. But we managed to stay in P5, and Jules Bianchi has held the whole field up. There's nobody within about 10 seconds either side as we run out of fuel, because this Marussia has just got no fuel efficiency. But we come over the line for P5 on our debut. And hopefully Jules Bianchi has come over in 6th. Let's have a look now. As Chilton rightly celebrates. Oh, he's got pipped at the line by just not even a tenth of a second. Hulkenberg has mugged him off for 6th place. But nonetheless, we have got 16 points in the bag for Marussia after 1 race. We have surpassed Marussia's points total by 16 points in the however many, like 4 years that they've been in F1. As you can see, Sergio Perez did DNF. And I don't think I've actually got that animated over a video before. But it really was fantastic as we look at the strategies. Grosjean got onto the podium with a no-stop race. And, wow, what a race it was. I hope you really enjoyed it, guys, because I know that I did. That's one of the actually most enjoyable videos that I've ever done. Jules Bianchi, as you can see, is in 7th. I'm in 5th as Max Chilton. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. I'll hopefully see you next time for the Malaysian Grand Prix. But until then, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.